comes from, in Buddhism there are 5 Buddha families. There was the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, but in the in the process of being Buddha, it manifests in many different ways, and not just a person or as an enlightened being, but across all of creation. And one of these manifestations of Buddha is called Ratnasambhava, Buddha Ratnasambhava. And I've always been fascinated by this manifestation. It is the energy of decomposition. It is, say for example, in a forest, a tree has its full lifespan, grows to its fruition, and exists for a long time at its maximum. It's an old tree, and then eventually falls and dies. And the energy of Ratnasambhava is what happens when that tree is lying on the ground. And that process from it being on the ground to decomposing and turning into soil and becoming the ground for the next tree of its kind happens. So I carry that energy with me a lot because it seems to be my karma to deal with that energy a lot. For example, I'm offered a decrepit, burned out train station. So for me it was interjecting another kind of energy, which was like, okay, this is the energy of Ratnasambhava where it makes the change. It's an application of energy at the right moment, at which it's at the most decomposed, and then it starts into the growth part again. It becomes rich, becomes fervent. So, and then I kind of encapsulate that when I look at productions, and I go, okay, well this scene is the weakest scene in the show. It's probably apparent to everybody, you know, the actors on stage, me who's watching, the designers, whatever, that this scene is like, okay, well, as soon as we get through this one, we'll get to something more interesting. So I thought, okay, so this is an application of that energy of Ratnasambhava. If you take that scene and you work it so that it's the best scene, everything in the whole show rises. What was really good before becomes exceptional.